I want pictures! Pictures of Spider-Man! And I'm going to get them because this is a Spider-Man gift bundle booster box, which are like the regular booster bundles, except they have a collector booster in them. Also, they have a really cool box, and I believe they release today, October 17th, at stores. So if you were waiting to buy one of these and you want to see what's in it, well, here's what's in it. You get a collector booster, you get 9 regular play boosters, you get a Gwenom, which is actually really sweet. It's an alt art, and there is one in every single one of these boxes, so no matter what, you are getting the Gwenom card. You get a big fancy die, you get some fancy lands, and also you get a cool box. So you can see on the bottom here, there's a little Spider-Man rip perforated, or you could cut it from the top through the seal here, but we can do it the easy way. I do like this box. I think that they kind of nailed it with this box. It's like something that's gonna pop out if it's sitting on a shelf. It's gonna look good if you're not opening it, but it's also gonna be cool if we do open it. Ooh, cards! I know, I like gift bundles. For me, booster bundles, which are the ones without the collector booster box, they're not the gift ones, are the best product. They're just something that comes with storage, and it's just the right amount of cards. So in here, we have an image of the Soul Stone, which is actually the card I would most like to open because it's a really good mana rock, like an incredibly good mana rock. So this is like a mini poster, the first of 6. Yeah, we're getting a whole bunch of Infinity Stones. And on the other side, it's the same image that was on the box. Cool. Let's throw that away. Spider-Man! Exclamation mark. It's got the comic art in the background that's foiled. It's kind of neat. You hope I get the stone. I hope in my collector booster, I get one of the fancy alt arts of the Soul Stone, but it's not very likely that I will. Doesn't mean I don't want it, though, because it would be really rad. So we're going to flip this over and see what else we got here. There is a divider. There are some counters here that you can pop out. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Is this just put a picture of Spidey's face on something? Sure. I'll take the dividers out, though. Those are nice. These that you can pop out actually fit in the box and can be used to like separate your lands or separate things by color. So we can throw those in. Ooh, that's upside down. Spider tokens. Okay, you can have it represent whatever you want. And here's my packs. And there's also a die in here. This is the die from the set. It looks like the 1 is the Planeswalker symbol, since these are spin downs. And 20 is Spidey's face. It's this nice kind of sparkly orange. I think it's supposed to be like the Soul Stone, just in color and kind of like feel. And I wonder if they're going to do that as a theme between the different Marvel sets, since we know we're getting Marvel Heroes next year. Here are the packs. We have a collector booster, which I'll be opening first. We have, hopefully, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 play boosters. And then these 2 land/bonus card packs. So one of these is going to be foil lands, and the other one is going to be non-foil lands. These are also just helpful if you need lands in your collection. But there's the Gwenom card. Ooh. All right, yeah, I do love that. Sometimes the bonus card that they put in fat packs, booster bundles, or gift bundles isn't one that's sought after, but I actually think Gwenom is one of the more interesting and more sought after cards in the set. So this is a special alt art of her. She's a cool character. I mean, it's Gwen with the Venom symbiote, so that's rad. We also have some foil lands. Okay. These are the full art lands. Come on. Focus. There we go. Nice. And that's all 5 colors. And then past these 5, it's just going to be foils of the regular lands, which are just New York City scenes, baby. We got Central Park. We got the Brooklyn Bridge. We got them all. So, bundle of shiny lands. But also, bundle of non-shiny lands. Same thing as before. There's going to be 1 of each. of those full art lands. Those are extra nice if you're a collector. And then non-foils of this. There's also some how to play things here. We don't need that. I know how to play Magic, believe it or not. Well, debatably. Debatably, I know how to play Magic. So we're going to put those all in a stack over here. I'm going to throw this on a floor like the heathen. And we're going to open up that collector booster. Now, collector boosters are all shiny stuff and rares and fancy things. So hopefully I got something good in here. That would be nice, right? I want to make sure I'm not bending up these cards too much. The collector boosters are in a thicker foil than these. Sometimes you have to use scissors. Big money. No whammies. Yeah, give me that soul stone. They're also, like, really shiny inside. Like, it's like a shiny foil in there. But this one's actually less shiny than the last collector boosters I had. But still pretty shiny. Now let's see what we got in here. You already saw that pumpkin bombardment. Throwing pumpkin bombs at everyone. A dual-colored card that can deal 3 damage. Craven's Cats. Yup. It's cats. Mysterio's Phantasm. Yeah, right. It's a villain. It's part of like the villain synergy stuff. Hot dogs. Get your hot dogs here. Romantic Rendezvous. Fun fact about this card, if your hand is empty, you just draw 2. Neat. I put that into my Electro Storm deck. Got the Mary Janes. These are all just foils at the start of the pack. They're not rares or anything special. Got Damage Control Crew, cleaning up after supernatural incidents. Sun Spider, Nimble Weber. Gets you some equipment. Another multicolored card. And then Ezekiel Sims Spider Totem, part of that mysterious spider lore. So weird. There's so many legends in this set. I also got another shiny full art land. I believe every pack is going to have one of those. And now we're on to the rares, the alt arts, the good stuff. You notice no black or white like spells in there. That's too bad. It was like all green. This doesn't need to be colors, I don't know, well distributed. Actually, that's not true. I have a white card and a black card with these. All right, first rare is regular art of Spider-Ham. Peter Porker buffs a whole bunch of animal types. Very cool. If you like animal types. It's kind of the lord of all lords for that. It also comes with a food token. Hi, Peter. I got an alt art Symbiote Spider-Man. This is, I think they might be called the web arts. I think it's pretty cool looking. This is something you can exile from your graveyard to grant an ability to another card. It has an on-hit ability that gives you some cards in hand and cards in the graveyard. That's pretty cool. I like that. I feel like this looks very demure between the background and the art. I got a borderless Web of Life and Destiny as Convoke. Gets you more stuff. It's a very weird big enchantment, but it's kind of cool. And then there's a card from the bonus sheet here. This is Rest in Peace, the card that has the closest thing to Uncle Ben on it. And Uncle Ben isn't actually depicted on any cards in the set, but his gravestone is. I think actually there might be a picture of him in the background of one of the Aunt Mays. Yeah, I got Rest in Peace. This is a helpful card to have. It's like ultimate graveyard hate, but it's sad. He's visiting Uncle Ben's grave. This is not a standard legal card. It is from the bonus sheet. And then I also got Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is another big silly enchantment. It cares about casting things from outside of hand. I run this in my Spider-Man 2099 deck. It's cool though. I like Spider-Verse. It's not the kind of card that's really competitive. It's just it's just neat. It's more one of those, like, if you're playing around the theme of casting things from outside of hand, you're doing more of that with this card. I'll put that there with the monocolors. I also got a double-sided foil token with Doc Ock stealing treasure on one side and a random human citizen seeing Spider-Man web-slinging around town. Awesome. So nothing too big, like, hit-wise in that pack. This is probably the biggest one, Symbiote Spider-Man. But it's cool that I did get one of the bonus sheet cards because they're actually kind of hard to come by. If you like the comic art, because these are all taken from actual comics, this bonus sheet probably has some appeal for you. So now we're going to move on to the regular packs. No Soul Stone. Sorry, I didn't get the fancy Soul Stone. But I can still get a regular one in the other 9 packs. Chat wants me to dab for opening Spider-Man. All right, dab for Spider-Man. But I also want to press F to pay respects for Unky Ben. That's fair. It's Beetle! I don't know really who Beetle is. Bored with her humdrum existence, Janice Lincoln sought the thrill of her father's life of crime. Just some villain who's taken on the mantle of being a petty theft. Electro's Bolt does mayhem, so you can cast it if you discard it that turn. Spider-Rex, it's Spider-Man, but he's a dinosaur. One of the many Spider-Men that's in this set. A common crook. Imagine the difference between a legacy criminal and a common crook. All right, I should order these in Wooburg order. White, blue, black, red, green. Haley Bugle reporters. Because somebody has to actually write the articles. It can't just all be pictures of Spider-Man. A mobster. He's robots. Scout the city. Ooh, come on, focus. Tombstone, career criminal. I love we have legacy criminal and career criminal. Everybody's just a criminal here. Hobgoblin. And Spider-Man Noir. It looks like I have a couple rares in this pack too, which is pretty sweet. Regular play boosters have a chance of having multiple rares. Mine does. In fact, it has a rare land. This is Oscorp Industries. This is the new Grixis land that you can actually play from your graveyard because it has mayhem. If you discard it on the same turn you're playing it, you can put it into play, but you will lose 2 life. I think this is still a pretty good land as far as like 3-colored land goes. If you're playing a Grixis deck, if you have discard synergy, I like getting this card. I also got, Carnage. Carnage is a card that I have not been able to figure out how best to use. I think it's really good. It enters, it brings a card back from your graveyard, it makes you attack with it, and then it dies. But I haven't been able to figure out what card is best to bring back. I wanted to build like a Brawler Commander deck with this guy. If you figure it out, let me know. And I think some people are actually experimenting with this in Modern because it does have mayhem. Sun Titan we have at home. It's very Sun Titan at home. Interdimensional Web Watch. Exiles cards and helps pay for those exiled cards. I got a Shiny Plains, put it in the land pile, regular treasure / human citizen token. Next pack. Acrobatics. Spider-Gwen, Free Spirit. That's the common version of Spider-Gwen. I believe that we have like 3 or 4 different cards with her on them. If you include the one that is exclusive to the starter decks, the little like welcome decks that you can get at LGS's. Venom's Hunger. Nice mouth, man. Gotta put that into like the Vor deck. Starling Aerial Ally. When I was doing my set review for this set, I learned about so many different Spider-Men and women There's so many. You know who I wish was in this set? I wish the wall were in this set. And also Big Wheel. At least we got the lizard. My favorite Spider-Man villain. Venomized cat. Sandman's Quicksand. A terrific team up. A couple of spider guys. Wisecrack, which is an extremely Spider-Man thing to do. That boop, by the way, was a video finishing rendering on my computer. Oh, cool! I got a Jackal. I actually think this card's really sweet. Jackal, who's Druneth in Arena, is a clones card. It clones things based on its own power and the mana value of the spells you're casting. You want to like curve out or manipulate the counters on Jackal in order to get clones, but it's just like, it's neat. It grows over time. It has trample, so you can grow it by cloning things. The weirdest thing about this card, he's not a mutant. He's just a human scientist villain. Does that look like a human, Neo? This is the guy who cloned Spider-Man for Clone Sagas. Which, yes, there is a saga called the Clone Saga. Prowler, Clawed Thief. It's just a shiny one. And then a full art island. Spider token, ba-bam, illusion villain from the Mysterio. Is what one of the most played cards in a set? Jackal? Or I don't know if there's like a standard deck around him. I imagine not, just because standard is so Baby Cauldron. But I bet a lot of people have brewed this as a commander because it's a cool commander. It's Simic clones, kind of like Volo, but it has a bit more, I don't know, deck building difference going on. It's a really cool card. You get to play like 1,000,000 1-drops with them. Whoosh! Hey, Vulture. Angry Rabble. Rabble, rabble, rap. Spider-Man's a menace and a crook. Jameson was right. Jameson is right. We should all be listening to J. Jonah Jameson. More cats. Ooh, the Common Venom, Evil Unleashed. I underestimated how much people love Venom when this set was coming out. Like, how many people are fans of Venom and the various characters. I'm out here playing Marvel Rivals just like, yeah, man, they gave Venom a twerk emote. He's cool. Spider Bot. Little spider robot scout. I got another pumpkin bombardment, yeah. Oscorp research team. Draw you cards. They are not villains. They work for the forward-facing part of the company. Robotics Mastery. Web Shooters. Gonna do the web up, web sling. Got a green goblin revenant. He can go hang out with a hobgoblin that we opened before. And then, oh! Alright, this is actually sick. I got Anti-Venom. Reanimates when it enters if you cast it, but also absorbs damage. He's kind of like the Vindicator, the white Vindicator card. Let's go. Hardest thing about this, the casting cost. It sure does cost 5 white mana in order to get it out. But also, this is a double rare pack. I got Superior Spider-Man, currently part of a combo in Standard where you reanimate your entire graveyard by using Bringer of the Last Gift, I think is the name. Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body. And he gets to realize how strong Peter Parker is, how much he's been holding back. Yeah, that's like a double hit pack. I love that. Also, these are just cool cards. You play in a mono white deck, this is a neat thing to put in. You want to do cool graveyard things, this is awesome too. And it is like that standard deck. I think after bans, if people start taking graveyard hate out of their decks, this is going to be everywhere. You know what? I said earlier, Rest in Peace isn't standard legal. I actually don't know that for sure. I just realized there's like 8 million cards in Foundations. This may have actually been one of the cards in Foundations. Hey, can somebody in chat tell me if this is standard legal? Please and thank you. I also got a dual land. This is the Ominous Asylum. And another token. Oh, it's the copy token from Imposter Syndrome. Spider-Man pointing meme. I like that one. It is standard legal. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I said earlier, you know what? We call that engagement bait. I said it's not standard legal. Things that are printed on this bonus sheet can be played in standard if there's another printing of them legal in standard. It was in Thunder Junction? It was? Can you tell I don't play standard? I played a little for a tournament. Big score doesn't count. No, big score doesn't count. It would have to be like a printing from like Foundations or the actual part of a set. Right? Oh, no, wait. Big score is not the... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Prosperity Post. Prosperity Post isn't standard legal, but big score is. Oh my god. It's the bonus sheet that was like rolled in. It was going to be another Aftermath booster. Just like how these were going to be Aftermath boosters. Passenger Ferry. I actually do love that they depicted the Staten Island Ferry. This is just like... Apparently the New York stuff doesn't vibe with everyone. I'm from Boston. We have kind of like a rivalry with New York. It's one-sided. Boston hates New York. New York is like, who the hell is Boston? Anyway, as somebody who's in the Northeast, I spend some time in New York. It is close to me. So seeing things depicted from real life can be fun. I have ridden that ferry before. What a shock. I love that Shocker is like, yeah, what card is he on? Shock, and also Shocker. What does the Shocker card do? Shocks. Jimera, thank you for the 2-month resub. I'm from Massachusetts. Yeah, the accent doesn't really come out, though, unless I'm being very passionate or very inebriated. Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary. This is actually a really cool alt art. This is the like most base, like the common version of Miles Morales. There's multiples of him. He has, I want to say like, just like Gwen, he has like 3 or 4 cards, depending on like if you're counting the exclusive one from the Welcome decks. Yes, we are going back to New York City because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a set coming out next year, which also takes place in New York. But I would say that the big difference between the Spider-Man set and the TMNT set for settings, Spider-Man takes place in the daytime. Spider-Man is a day vigilante. The TMNT, those turtles, they work at night. They're underground, literally live in a sewer. Selfish police captain. A Dagilante. Doc Ock, sinister scientist. Oh, see, like this? I actually gave a copy of this card to my mom. My mom is from New York, and I was like, I gave her Bagels and Schmear, Vibrant Cityscape, and Hot Dog Cart to be like, look, Mom, you're from Brooklyn. You care about this. Wait, she's from Queens. Whatever. Boroughs. Vibrant Cityscape is a new fetch land. It's like a terramorphic expanse evolving wilds. It's got cool art, though. Mob Lookout. More villains. That's a dual color card. Oh, it's Morbin time! And just in time for Jared Leto to be a part of another failed movie launch. I heard Tron isn't selling tickets. Good for him. Anyway, it's Morbin time. This is a really good card in Limited. If you do end up drafting this set, I won't recommend it. I don't think it's a great draft set. This is a pretty good card. I will actually recommend the set for Sealed, though. If you can find a group to do a Sealed run with, grab 6 packs, have fun. Silver Sable, Mercenary Leader. She looks cool. And an alt art, Web Warriors. It's just an assortment of different Spider-Men. One's even on a horse that's wearing a Spider-Man mask. Do you think the horse is Spider-Horse? The world may never know. I got a rare here. It's Hydro-Man, Fluid Felon. gets bigger when you cast blue spells when he's a creature, but then he turns into a land and untaps to help you cast spells on your opponent's turn, like counter spells. This is a very, I think, cool card design. I actually think this is one of the more interesting designs. It's not for me from this set, because I'm not a blue mage. Let's be real, I'm not a blue mage. But I think that this card's mechanical design is a cool one. We also got a Spidey suit. There we go. Basic mountain. Treasure. Citizen. I'm putting that under the copy token. I like the copy too much. You had a blaster pre-release? Yeah, I think that this is one of those sets that, like, it got a bad rap before it came out for various reasons. The price, the, like, weirdness of the cards, the kind of, like, strange flavor to it. There's too many Spider-Men. But it's cool for sealed. I think that introducing this set for the Pick 2 draft was a big mistake from Wizards of the Coast. I think Pick 2 draft is actually not bad. It just makes the problems with Spider-Man as a draft format worse. So this is not a good draft format. It's a fine sealed format. This is a horrible Pick 2 draft format. I'll recommend if you want to try Pick 2 draft, which is where you open a pack and you take 2 cards at a time, but you only have 4 people at the table, do it with Foundations. It's actually really fun with Foundations. You'll end up with these super high strength decks that are, like, neat, and you can do it with 4 players. I haven't tried it yet with Final Fantasy. I would like to try it though. Doc Ock's henchmen. Oh, they're henchmen, all right. Whenever I see henchmen, I just think of Venture Brothers. That's probably my favorite show of all time. Steel Wrecking Ball, some removal. Grow extra arms. Oops, dropped it. Spider-Man tries to get rid of his spider powers. Turns himself into a spider freak. Whoops. Risky research. Doc Ock, what are you doing over there? Oh, Pigeon! This art is me and my homies. I'm the one getting the hot dog in the middle. My friend Sydney, donut on the head. The one on the left who's just in flight, that's Princess. She has dignity. Eerie Gravestone. Draws you a card when it enters. You can sacrifice it. Spider Manifestation. Very scary art if you want to look at this in HD. It's a good card for, like, just ramp, but it's gross looking, and I don't like looking at it. It's a lot of legs. This honestly feels like it could be on Duskborn, and I would accept it. News Helicopter, which is a construct, not a vehicle. It crews itself. Don't worry about it. It comes with a citizen. The citizen is the one crewing it. The Daily Bugle. It's calls things menace. He's a menace. I forgot to put this in my J. Jonah Jameson deck, and I just realized that right now. That, if you're wondering, like, why are you sitting there in silence? Because I just realized I made a horrible mistake. Prison Break. The Lad's breaking out of jail. Rhino's Rampage. The Lad, a good fight spell. Ooh, I got an alt art of Doc Ock. This is Doc Ock, Master Planner. This is the comic book art. It's a little hard to tell what's going on there. But you've got multiple frames appearing. This is the Doc Ock that draws you a ton of cards. It also buffs your other villains, but you don't need to play this with villains. It is just going to refill your hand in end steps. It's really rad. Amy, you love leg? I do love leg. But not so much the spider legs. Also got a spider piloted by Penny. That is Penny Parker and her mech. Shiny. That's the one that was designed by the MCR guy, right? Gerard Way. He seems cool. I wonder if he plays Magic. Robots! Food. Oh, hot dogs! God, I wish I could eat that hot dog right now. I love hot dogs. I'm putting that on top. Bam. The art in this set is not cohesive, and part of that's because it's from so many different Spider-Man sources. This set is referencing, like, mainline Spider-Man stuff. It's mostly not, like, original Peter Parker, though there is some of that. But it's also got Spider-Verse, which is literally just the coming together of all different Spider-Man across all multiverses, timelines, and universes. Did I open a city pigeon? Look, there's one right there. City pigeon. We got Scramtasms. Stegrons. He's a dinosaur man. We did not get Sauron in this set, but I'm still holding out hope that he will be in the Marvel Heroes, which is next year. He doesn't want to cure cancer. He wants to turn people into dinosaurs. Shout out Elliot Kalin for writing that iconic line. Kapow! I'm actually going to ask Elliot Kalin if he would be willing to, like, guest star in a video with me. He's probably too big of a name for me to get on stream, but I'm still, you know what, I'm gonna ask. I'm a longtime listener to the podcast The Flophouse, which Elliot Kalin, who is a comic writer, a book writer, and a bunch of other things, he's one of the 3 hosts, and he's also, like, a Marvel expert. And I would have loved to have had him on stream to talk about Spider-Man. But now that we know we're doing, like, Marvel Heroes, I just want him to, like, tell me about every single Marvel thing. I gotta shoot my shot. Yeah, he doesn't have a public email, but I can email the Flophouse and be like, ooh, please? Please? Ooh, bees? Foreign being of bees? He's made of bees. Another starling. Oh, bagels and schmear! Amazing! That's the flavor I want. This is the flavor my mom wants. As a New York City Jew. The Masked Meower. It's so weird that we have, like, Venom Cat and Spider-Man Cat. Not the bees. Yes, the bees. Flying Octopus. This is Craven Proud Predator. There's multiple Cravens, by the way. This is the uncommon Craven. The rare one, which is, I think, Golgari, is really cool. There we go. Put that down there. Also got a Rhino. Ooh, 2 Gruul uncommons in 1 pack. Got a nice rare here. This is Agent Venom, which is actually Flash, which is why he has Flash. Very cute. Magic designers. Very cute. Not a bad card, though. Whenever non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose a life. It's similar to that Knight from, like, years ago, except it doesn't count itself, but it has Flash and Menace. I don't think it's currently strong enough to see any play in Standard, but still a cool design. This is your older brother's favorite Venom. Oh, Agent Venom? Nice. There's also an Agent Venom card on the bonus sheet, which is Opposition Agent. Silk Web Weaver has web slinging, and whenever you cast a creature spell, makes a 1/1 human token. Could go nice in Catilda. I would actually like to add this in Catilda to hang out with Torrens, who does a similar ability. There we go. There we go. Also got... Oh, wow. Is this a triple rare pack? It is! Ultimate Green Goblin. That's the one where he's like a weird, freaky monster. Gross. He's just like a 3-mana 5/4. You discard cards, you make treasures. He's got mayhem. Aggro. Full Art Land. Treasures. Spiders. I have 3 packs left. I still want a Soul Stone. Give me Soul Stone! I got Cops. That's not a Soul Stone. Doc Ox. Not a Soul Stone. Kissing Upside Down. It has soul, but it's no stone. I got Bonesaw. Who's Ready? There's actually no references to the Raimi movies in this set. Well, no direct ones, because they don't have the rights to it. But they do have this Wrestle Boy. He's Crusher Hogan. But Bonesaw's ready. Scorpion Sting! Fun fact, the in-universe version of this card is still called Scorpion Sting. It's just not Scorpion the villain, it's a literal scorpion. Wild Pack Squad, Shashwa! Hangs out with Silver Sable. More bagels and schmear! Oh, I'm getting good breakfast tonight. Venomized Cat. Meow. Living Brain Mechanized Marvel. It's a robot. Another Prowler. Another Ezekiel Sims Spider Totem. Oh, and we're on to rares. I got another Ultimate Green Goblin. That's 2 in a row. And a Jackal. I like Jackal. Island, token, token, island. 2 packs remain. More risky research. Reporters. This set does not have that many unique cards in it relative to other sets, so if you're like, wow, I'm seeing a lot of repeats, that's why. It has like 200 cards in it. And many of them are all Spider-Men, just different named Spider-Men. Electro's Bolt. Spider-Rex. News Helicopter. An Eerie Gravestone. Spider Islanders! More, spider monstrosities. It's great. They started metamorphosizing all of Manhattan and turning regular people into... Oh, God! Oh! Ooh. Another Tombstone? Rhino's Rampage? Web Shoot! Another interdimensional Web Watch as my rare. Not that interesting. I run it in Spider-Man 2099. Web Crawl buffs all your Spider-Men, makes it so walls can't block spiders because you climb over them. That's uncommon. Full Art Forest. Spider Illusion. Last pack. Last chance. I need a 2-mana mana rock that's indestructible. Come on! Come on, Amy, let's go. No, that ain't it. It's a Dinosaur Man. Kapow. Swarm. Starling. Henchman. Manifestations. New York City. Spidey Suit. Prison Break, so far nothing new in this pack. Oh, here we go, here's something new. Spiders Man, Heroic Horde. It is a bunch of spiders that ate Peter Parker and absorbs his consciousness. Yup. That's why he's not a spider-human hero, it's just a bunch of spiders. It's just a bunch of spiders. But at least, you know, they're do-gooders. They're do-goodin' spiders. Comics are weird, man. And now we're on to a rare. It's Iron Spider Stark upgrade. It buffs all of your artifact and vehicles. But it's not a soul stone. Still happy to have it if I ever do a colorless artifacts deck. And that's it for rares. I got a foil Alien Symbiosis, Sinister Hideout, and a token. Well, I didn't get what I want, but I did get some cool cards, lots of cool legends, and I got so much bagel and schmear. And what is life without good bagels? It's hardly life at all. Go visit New York City, get yourself a bagel.